Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 26th of July, 2024. You may notice something a little different around here. You may notice that I look a little different. You may notice that everything looks a little different behind me. I'm using a new webcam. Out of nowhere, during the course of today, unsolicited, had no idea this was happening. A viewer actually donated a webcam, a brand new one, that is 4K, has way better lighting and colors than my previous webcam did, and actually does other resolutions that are going to be much better for my gameplay. It came during the day. I didn't even know it was showing up. And then when I finished my first stream, I checked my emails. They said, yeah, it's outside. I was like, what? And I checked, and it had been delivered during the day. And I'm like, whoa, what the? Hooked it up, and here we are. So this is what my webcam is going to look like moving forward. The good thing is it works with my current PC. It works with Windows 8, which most webcams you wouldn't think they would, but this one does. So I was able to hook it up and use it right away. We'll talk a little bit about that. So obviously, let me know what you think. This is actually 4K resolution, but obviously I'm only recording and uploading in 1080p, but this should look better than the previous webcam, okay? It's on autofocus, by the way, so if I do something like this within a second, see that? It should actually focus in on the hand. So yeah, see, that it did. So autofocus, let's see. Let's see how this camera works. Anyway, so what do we do today? First of all, on today's Level 1 podcast, I had two major things to talk about. The first was that I did an update to my Nintendo Switch last night so I could play Nintendo World Championships on stream today, and it literally stopped working with my Ethernet cord. We troubleshot it on the podcast today for about 20 minutes. There's no way to fix it. Apparently, whatever this update is that Nintendo ran on the Switch in the last few months actually made it so that the adapter that I've been using the entire life run of the Switch doesn't work anymore with the Switch, and I cannot use wired internet with it anymore. Kind of messed up when you think about it. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I've been enjoying having the faster internet on it, and now I can't unless I either buy some kind of other approved adapter or I buy the OLED version of the Switch that has the Ethernet built into the dock, which it should have had at launch and Nintendo skimped on, okay? So that was the whole first half of the podcast, was discussing that, troubleshooting, and trying to figure it out. The second half of the podcast was me talking about Review Tech USA making threats June the King for his upcoming documentary. Now, I don't want to reiterate everything I said. I said quite a lot because Rich keeps bringing me up in this discussion, and I've had enough. So basically, I had my piece. I said my piece about this. And if you want to know what my opinion is, watch the podcast from earlier today, and you'll find out, okay? So I hope if you're interested in that, keep in mind that I am going to react to the June the King documentary about Review Tech USA in August when it releases. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was pretty messed up what Rich is saying. And I think that someone needs to hold him accountable for his actions, quite frankly, because he's making threats. Anyway, so that was the first podcast portion of the stream, and then we jumped into Nintendo World Championships NES Edition on the Switch. For 3 hours, I played various modes, including the speedrun mode, where you play different games like Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3, and Lost Levels, Zelda 1 and 2, Metroid, Excite Bike, Ice Climbers, among many others. There's a lot of games in this collection. And you're doing these different challenges, do this in a certain amount of time or whatever. As you play it, you unlock coins to unlock the next challenge and the next challenge, and it's really neat to try to get S ranks in each of these. It's very fun. Then, for the second hour, I tried the World Championship run. Each week, what Nintendo is going to do is select 4 games, or is it 3? I think it was 3 games that you play in a certain order, and you try to get the best ranking in each one. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it was 4. So once you play through each one, you get your best score, you submit it, and then basically you get ranked amongst everyone else who owns this game and is playing it. So I submitted my scores, and it took me a while, it took me an hour, but I got S rank in all 4 games that were the challenges. So, and it was hard. The last one, you had to beat the entire first stage of like Kid Icarus without dying and doing it within the best time. It was tricky. I've never played Kid Icarus before, so it was very hard to figure it out, but I did as good as I could, and I think that it went well. Then for the final hour, I did some more speed runs, and then I found out, there's actually this online mode where you can play against ghosts of other players. It's not really you playing live against other players, but you rank against 7 other players in a 8-person head-to-head challenge, again with like 3 different levels from the different games, and that's neat. So basically, it's like single-player speed runs, worldwide challenges once a week, and kind of multiplayer. So I'll say this. For those who like this kind of thing, classic games, we had a blast. We seriously had a ton of fun today playing Nintendo World Championships. I thought it was a really great stream. Some people didn't like it because it's retro stuff. And it's like, I can't make you like retro stuff, right? I can't. I thought it was amazing. I had a great time with it. I would love to play it again. So 2 thumbs up. Check out the videos. Hopefully you liked them. Tonight on the late stream, it was Street Fighter 6. Now playing with E Honda for the first time in ages. And my new webcam was running at 960p. Previously, I always ran at 480p. I was able to double the resolution, and it didn't seem to affect my CPU load at all. So I went for it, okay? So tonight, I played a whole hour of Honda casual play. Some really tough matchups. I had one very disrespectful player teabagging me, who was actually almost 200 ranking points above me. I then proceeded to beat them 2-0. So basically, I played with Honda for an hour in casual and an hour in ranked. I actually got really high in ranked. I think I got up to like 1,560 points or something like that. But then I went on a losing streak and I lost a bunch of points. At the end of the night, I did win a final set. So I think I ended at like 1,530 something. Overall, I did gain ranking points tonight. And people were counting and said I did win more than I lost. But I basically am learning a lot. You know, I haven't played Honda in a while. And I'm playing at a much higher level than I used to, for sure. My mix-ups, my combos, my tricks and things that I'm using. My one problem, dropping combos. I definitely keep dropping Honda's combos, just like I used to. I still am. That's my fault. I have to get used to that. And essentially, at the end of the night, the last half hour, whenever I wanted to do something quickly, like block on reaction, block high-low, I couldn't do it. Now, is that me? Is that the game, or a combination? Likely a lot of that is me, because I noticed it wasn't happening earlier on. It only happened like the last half hour of the night, and I started losing a bunch of points because of it. At the same time, I definitely still think this game's netcode has some issues. Why is it that the pattern players get rewarded while you're trying to block something quick on reaction and you always get hit? It's like, oh, come on. You know, particularly at the end of the night, there's a few people jumping and it's unsafe, and I do EX headbutt and it gives me a completely wrong move, and I'm like, dang, I would have won that whole round if it came out. And yes, I got frustrated. Yes, I got tilted. But overall, a great Honda night. Tons of good gameplay, good combos, climbing the ranks, actually doing well. So now I have 3 characters, Bison, Dalsim, and Honda, all of which I'm playing at a good competitive level and gaining rank every time I play. This is excellent news. It means that I am hanging at master level and getting better at Street Fighter 6. All right? Overall, people seem to like the increase in webcam quality. Notably, here's the real difference with this webcam. You ready? Watch this. You can actually see the colors of my camera. It actually looks like the colors it's supposed to be as I go through them. Look, green, which we've never even had before, right? This camera really picks up colors well. So for my backdrops and my art, it's going to make my streams look so much better. And yes, my webcam will just be much clearer during all of my streams. So this is excellent. Thank you so much to the fan who donated. Again, I wasn't expecting it. It just showed up out of nowhere, and it happens to work with my current setup. It's like, well, get that old webcam out of here, onto a new one. The other cool thing about this webcam, which I'm not going to show you now, you can adjust everything from the PC. I can actually have it turn left, right, up, down, or rotate like this automatically through the settings. I don't ever have to get up and physically mess with it, and it's good because it actually tweaks it better than my hands ever could. So this camera should always be like much better tuned, much better focused, and better color quality, and everything in frame, not crooked. So really cool. All right, guys, tomorrow is the big marathon. Can you believe it's here? It's the digital summer party. Just listen to all the stuff we're going to do. First of all, today someone gave me a code. I know people are really giving me all this stuff. It's really helping so much, to Marvel Rivals. This is the Overwatch-esque Marvel game. It's in full beta right now, and I'm in the closed beta. They gave me the code to play the closed beta. So I'm going to play it tomorrow on stream. In addition to that, we're going to be doing some food. I'm going to order some barbecue. We're going to do feasting with Phil. There's going to be booze. I'm going to be drinking all day and having fun with you. And if we hit certain levels of support, probably like every $50, maybe I'll like take a shot or something. There's going to be all different kinds of games. Besides Marvel Rivals, we could play more Nintendo World Championships. And you guys could vote on whether or not you think I'm going to hit the achievements or not, you know, as I play in the chat. We're going to be doing probably some Street Fighter, although I don't know if we'll do Street Fighter 6 or SVC Chaos or both. We might do some Stardew Valley. I mean, there's just a lot to do. And the thing is, we don't have to do it all. Oh, also tier maker. There's a tier maker that we can do of the most disappointing games countdown that someone made for me. So we don't have to do it all. We could just kind of play it by ear and do whatever you guys want over the course of the day. If you just want gameplay, we'll do gameplay. If you want to chill more, we'll chill more. Maybe we'll do the tier maker. Maybe we won't. It's up to you. So I'm excited to see what you guys want tomorrow and come up with and tell me, and we'll go from there. All right, but it's a marathon all day long tomorrow here on DSP Gaming. Of course, Sunday is React Day, and Monday we get back to gameplay. Okay? Thank you guys. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for the Digital Summer Party. Peace out.